We've just spent the last few days in Key West and we're going to show you guys the 5 best things to do in Key West.
And we're going to start with the most famous thing about the Keys, key lime pie. Let's go! Okay, this key lime pie was so incredibly delicious, but we're going to wait till a little bit later in the video to reveal exactly what it was. There was so many to choose from, but there was some definitely better than others. All these other key lime pies were also really delicious, especially this one that was covered in chocolate. We got this key lime pie at a place called Matthewson's, and they actually had a lot of different stuff in this shop. They had delicious ice cream, giant cookies. This one actually had fudge and peanut butter. So definitely try this place, or we heard Kermit's was actually really good as well.
Number 2 is exploring the incredible beaches at Key West. So we're at Fort Zachary Taylor Beach today and it is just beautiful. The weather, the water, everything is just beautiful here. It's only $2.50 per person to get in, or $6 if you have a car. But I would say this is probably the number 2 beach. The number 1 beach is actually, you have to get a seaplane or a ferry to get there. It's called Dry Tortugas. And you also have to book it in advance because it does sell out. So unfortunately, we're not doing that one. It's about $190 for that one, so it's a little expensive. But it does sound and look amazing. Yeah, this is a good cheaper option. There are a couple free beaches in Key West too, so we'll show you some of them. But first, we'll show you some of this one.
Both beaches that we're going to show had crystal clear water, and they both had about 20 degrees Celsius. Absolutely perfect for a refreshing swim, but I don't think the locals would be coming in at this temp. It was a little on the cold side. Also, if you are liking the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It really helps. We're a small channel trying to grow, so that'd be amazing. Okay, once you're finished up at the beach, number 3 on the list is going down Duval Street. There is some incredible architecture. These beautiful weatherboard homes that have been like beautifully restored, so definitely go check them out. Also, there's an amazing treasure hunting shop which I'm pretty sure was based on the movie Fool's Gold, so we'll take you there now. Okay, so in this shop we found out some absolutely crazy facts about a Spanish fleet that sunk off the coast of Key West. This Spanish fleet in the 1715 that it sunk with all of Spain's gold and emeralds and coins and stuff from that time in the New World. But what happened was, a hurricane happened and it sunk the ships, but then the Spanish could never find them again because in that time another hurricane happened and had moved all of the gold and the silver pieces all on the bottom of the ocean floor, so they could never find it again. But the people in Key West in that shop, they actually have current people right now still looking for gold and gems and stuff, and they've been finding stuff for the past like 20, 30 years, which is so cool. Like, actual treasure hunting is still happening today. Awesome. One thing that really surprised us was the massive road that connects Miami to Key West was actually built in 1912. It started off as a rail network that provided food to Key West back in the 1900s, but then expanded to a road later on. So another thing that baffled us when we went there was everything was called Conch. Conch Restaurant, Conch this, Conch that, Conch Republic. But we didn't even know Conch was a shell. Another thing you'll definitely notice as soon as you get to Key West is how many roosters there are. They're bloody everywhere, and we actually found out the reason why. There's a massive Cuban influence in Key West, and back in the day, cockfighting was really popular in Cuba. So when the Cubans fled Cuba and came to America, in Key West especially, they had all these prize cocks. But then it got outlawed in the early 1900s, so they just decided to release the roosters into the public, and now they have this huge population of feral fowl in Key West.
Number 4 on the list of things that you have to do here is eat some of the local food. There's a big Caribbean influence, so we'll take you through some of our favourite spots.
It's like traditional Cuban dish with like meat, onions, rice, and then they got fried bananas, which is really interesting. We also got the Cuban sandwich, which is classic here. These are the tacos. These ones are the tacos, beef tacos. This is a California burrito. And these are empanadas.
We've got our horchata mango smoothie. Amazing, thank you. And strawberry lemonade. Everything's so good. We haven't still eaten everything.
The Cuban sandwich was a highlight, and also the caramel flan. Oh, that was good. The girls then tried some Cuban coffee. P.S. They don't like coffee. The next day, we actually tried a different place called Garbo's Grill. This was actually really good as well. Kind of like a Cuban take on Mexican with a mix of American and a splash of Korean, weirdly enough. Prices were pretty reasonable, so would recommend going here. Reviews were not wrong. This place is so good.
That was a bit spicy, my last bite.
Really?
So delicious though.
Like the mango and the fish combo with the hot sauce.
And the Korean barbecue, was it beef or something? Really good.
Yeah. It was so good. I'd actually give it like 9.5. Really delicious.
I recommend.
So on the last night, we went to this restaurant called Four Marlins, which was this beautiful restaurant right on the waterfront. We got a beautiful sunset as well. Earlier in the video, I teased at the best key lime pie, and this was the spot. It was fluffy and buttery, but realistically, all the food was absolutely outstanding. So I would highly recommend going here for a little romantic dinner.
So yum. Naturally tartare.
That's delicious. Tuna tartare, so fresh. You can see how pink the tuna is.
Oh. Yum.
Yum. And after tasting all the really high quality mains and entrees, we couldn't help it but get every single dessert on the menu. But definitely the key lime pie was a massive standout.
Key lime pie was very good, but we do love a chocolate mousse. And the fifth thing to do in Key West is head to the southernmost point of America.
Ooh.
We'll take you there.
Where are we?
We're at the most southern point of the US.
Whoa!
But look at the line.
Did you just take one?
It was actually pretty iconic.
It's pretty cool, but
Like there's heaps of
the
like.
line was so long.
I know you would have been in there for like 45 minutes. We just ended up just like doing a few sneaky ones on the side. We tried to, you know, get some nice shots like that, which I think actually worked out pretty well.
It was
not worth lining up, but every time we've been there twice now, and both times it was like quite big lines.
Yeah, and one time the weather was like not very nice, and it was like end of the day. It was quite dark, and there was still a line.
So definitely try and go really early in the morning, I reckon,
Yeah.
if you want to get a nice shot and not have to wait.
Yeah, and the sun's better in the morning time there. In the afternoon, it's like it's backlit, so you can't see the writing.
Also, when we were staying next to the southernmost point in America, the little train went past, and they said the house right next to the southernmost point is worth $18.5 million. It's actually the southernmost house in America, which is pretty cool. So that finishes up our little guide to Key West, 5 cool things to do in the town. Bit of a budget-friendly kind of vibe.
Yeah, there's heaps more things you can do, like we mentioned, that Dry Tortugas beach, snorkeling,
Kayaking, windsurfing.
Yeah, heaps of activities and stuff. So yeah, we definitely recommend visiting Key West.
It's been amazing.
It feels like a bit of a tropical paradise without having to leave America.
Yeah, definitely. If you're liking the content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.